What's going on, everybody? I'm Patrick from POWLAX, where we create confident coaches because confident coaches create great environments for players. This video is an excerpt from our How to Beat a Zone video, where we discuss the ideas of dodging against a zone because zone defense is just defense. This video is brought to you by POWLAX.com. This is where we house and organize all of the POWLAX lacrosse coaching content so that it's easier to find. And I'm just going to go through some of our sections right now, show you what it has to offer so that if there's ever a time you need more lacrosse content, you know exactly where to find it. Our first section is our Master Coach section. This is all of our strategy videos, our offenses, defenses, man up, man down, riding, clearing, some box videos. This is also where this video will live, and it will probably be like the two-man game video that will be divided up into sections that correspond to each way that we are going to try to beat the zone. Our next section is the drill section. This includes offensive, passing, shooting, dodging drills, defensive drills like approaches, concept drills to teach players concepts we're going to use in games, and of course, player favorite drills like the do scrapping drill, general one-on-ones, and of course, West Jenny. Our next section is the skill development section. This is going to teach proper technique as well as how players can practice at home. And then my personal favorite part of this section is the guided wall ball. This is actually going to have players play wall ball while they're listening, and it's going to tell them when to switch from one technique to the other so that they can spend 10 minutes getting the best wall ball session that they can. Finally is the new to lacrosse section. This is what we want to send to any of our brand new players and parents to get them started off on the right foot. The first video is What is Lacrosse? It's going to go over the origins of the sport as well as its modern representations, and it's going to get players excited about being a part of the sport. There was an ESPN documentary about Jim Brown playing lacrosse a while back that's in that video. It absolutely hypes people up. And the final section in our new to lacrosse, which is really important, is the choosing the right stick. This is going to teach people about pocket mechanics so that when they buy a brand new stick, they either know to get it restrung or they just know that the stick might not work as well as others, so that when their kid struggles, they understand that it's the pocket's problem, not the kid. And hopefully they just get a good stick so that the kid will enjoy the sport. The final thing I'm going to show you on POWLAX.com is the memberships. So the one I'm going to focus on is the silver membership, and this gives you access to the playbook PDFs that correspond to all of these videos, including this video. So what you do is you become a silver member for $5 per month, and you get access to my entire digital playbook. Then when you find something that you want, you just come to the videos. Let's say you want to do the Ohio State pairs offense. Click on to that video, go to the page, and then you're going to click this PDF button below the video, and it's going to download the playbook PDF for that. You can download it, print it out, put it in your playbook, have it forever, bring it to practice so you have something easy to reference. When we are trying to attack a zone, the first thing we want to do is find the shorties, because if we can just beat our men, that's a good thing. And a lot of people think beating your own man is not necessarily how we want to beat a zone, but a zone is just defense. And if you can beat your man in space, a tight space, and get off good shots near the goal, that's exactly what you should do. So the first diagram we're going to go over is winning a matchup in the 3. So this is just your traditional alley dodge. Now, as this player dodges down the alley, maybe he has to use fakes and some savviness to try and fake away the slides to get in and turn inside and score, but it's definitely a position where we can beat our men and then turn inside to get into the goal. The next position that's really good to try to beat our men, especially if it's a short stick, which it's not usually, but if it's a short stick or we have a good attackman, is the 4 and 6 zones. So as a player is at X, especially if the defensive team doesn't go out and play us at X, we're going to want to dodge near the pipes, because if we can win a matchup right near the pipes, the odds of them being able to slide from the crease zone or slide down is pretty minimal. And so if we can win our matchups there, that's going to be a very advantageous situation where we're beating our men right on the pipe, easily able to score. The final thing in terms of beating our men against the zone is going to be passing into the dodge. So right here we have number 1 has the ball. Number 2 is going to come set a pick for number 1, but it's really just a dummy play, because what we really want is this dodge with number 3 versus number 3 to come down this alley. But by running this motion on the backside and passing into the dodge to the player we want to attack, which is the red 3 right here, That's going to give us more space to dodge. It's going to allow us to have easier dodges, especially if this is a short stick. So nice little motion, pass goes across, alley dodge comes down, shot is taken. So now we're going to move into some video. So the first one we have is from the Delaware Duke game 2 nights ago. Luckily, Delaware went into a zone, and Duke fit this scheme perfectly. So Andrew McAdory came out of the box. We have our shorty, beats him underneath. The rotation wasn't there in time. Score, nice goal. Next is Jared Bernhardt from a couple years ago. Ball goes to X. Now, what you're going to see here is this defenseman is going to move out to play Bernhardt as the goalie kind of comes to the side. Now, a lot of zones will rotate the bottom 3 zones so that defensemen don't have to give up a player at X, because a player at X is going to have his hands free, be able to look through the defense. We don't want that. We want to have stick in hands so that they can't just look through and feed as we're in our zone. Now, as he comes around, Bernhardt realizes he's kind of got him hung up, pushes to the middle, nice question mark jump shot. It's so easy to score in that position just because he's so close to the goal. If anyone's going to slide, it's going to be late, and just great play by best player from the last couple of years. Next, we have the example of hang-ups, right? As this player's hung up, we can clearly look through the defense, right, to players. But what also happens is the defender is in a really precarious situation if he decides to move up the field. So as he dodges, nice little body, inside roll, turns inside and scores. Next, we have the same basic scenario with Towson and Loyola. And as the ball swings around, this player is just going to dodge, beat his man underneath, dive, and score. Now we're going to go to the idea of passing into the zones. So as the ball swings, you're going to get pretty much that exact situation we talked about, where a player is going to come out here and set a pick. So as he picks and he comes over the top, we're really going to be isolating. Let's get back to that spot. So he's going to come out, kind of set a dummy pick. We're really isolating this player against the dodger as he goes forward. Got a lot of space, dodges down the alley. Nice goal. Next, in terms of some off-ball action we can use to set up a good dodge, this video we have a seal. This player is sealing off his defenseman for the dodger up top. Now, he doesn't really seal and then slip through, which he can do, but it does slow up this defenseman enough to where as this player catches the ball, the approach wasn't as good as it could be, and he does a great hitch to a roll and then scores. Finally, Syracuse has time running down against Rutgers. They've got 8 seconds left to shoot. They just throw the ball from one side of X to the other. The defenseman has a pretty bad approach and beats him by getting underneath and having a nice diving goal. So once that starts to happen and we start to beat our men individually in space, what we're going to end up having is, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments section. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit me up on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of the above. Have a good one. I will see you guys in the next video.